Yo, what up? Welcome to Mo Boxing No Problem. I'm Jose Ramirez Jr. and tonight I'm joined by a special guest. We got pro boxer Nelson Oliva. How's it going, Nelson?
Good, good. How are you?
Good. Thank you so much for making the time.
No problem, bro. No problem.
First question we got for you to get the interview started. It's probably the most asked boxing question, and it's how did you get into boxing?
Well, when I was younger, I've tried all sports, man. Well, I did swimming, gymnastics, water polo, baseball, but the one that is like you're all by yourself, no teams, no nothing. Was boxing, and I used to watch my cousin box, and he never really fought amateur, but I would always go and see him in the gym, and then I joined when I was 11. And ever since then, bro, it's been like a of my passion. I've been in and out of boxing, but it's it's like those people that retire, bro. They just always come back for more. It's like a drug, bro. It's a drug.
Get the itch, right?
Yeah, you get the itch. Yeah, that's exactly it. You get the itch to come back and fight, and it's just I don't know. When the time comes, it's gonna be so hard to retire because every fighter has that itch, man.
Absolutely. Next question is: can you tell us about your amateur career? What are some of your major accomplishments from back in the day?
My amateur career wasn't that extensive. I started fighting again when I was about 18, and I racked up like 36 fights, and then I did some tournaments here and there, but I was never really a big amateur fighter. I did a nationals, won one, lost one, and then I just got really brought down on one of the losses, and so I took a break a little bit because it just mentally messed with me.
Yeah.
And then after that, I shortly got with Henry Ramirez after, and he was kind of building up my confidence back into the game. And ever since then, it was just all right. Let's turn pro. Let's just turn pro. I was like, all
Yeah.
right, let's do it.
And speaking of your pro debut, you debuted back in February 2021 in Corona, California. What were your emotions heading to the fight? Were there any nerves?
Uh, yeah, of course, man. But just walking into the building, it was like stone cold, no nerves at all. But like
Mhm.
before, when you're just waiting at the hotel, there's nothing to do. And it was during COVID, so there was like no one to talk to, no one.
Yeah.
You can't interact with anyone. So I'd just be on my phone or like I took my Xbox and just waiting, bro. But even then, like you're so bored, all you're thinking about is the fight. And it's not just that fight. It's like that little moment when you're in the hotel by yourself, you're just like thinking about the fight and thinking about the fight. But I don't know. For me, as soon as I step into a venue, any venue, it's like that turns off, and then it's like, all right, it's go time. Like just like relax, have fun, and just stick to what you've done the whole training camp.
Yeah, and I actually saw a reel posted by Richard Torres Jr. And he said that basically the boxers, when you guys get in the ring, it's like a test, and you guys are taking that test in front of like thousands of people. Like all the training camp is the preparation, all the studying, and then you gotta perform in front of people and pass the test.
Yeah, absolutely, man. When I think I enjoy my ring walk, and then I shut it all down. Every time. I hope that I like continue this even when the fights get bigger, when there's a bigger
Mhm.
crowd. But as soon as I step in the ring, I don't look at anyone. I don't think of anyone. It's just all me and the opponent in front of me and whatever my trainer's saying.
Smart, yeah, you gotta get that tunnel vision, right?
Yep, yep.
Yep. And then next question we got for you. I saw that all your fights have been promoted by Thompson Boxing. We know, which is no longer around, unfortunately, but in its place comes CBN Promotions with a lot of ex Thompson people. To carry on the legacy. How happy are you to see CBN kind of step in and fill that void that was left behind by Thompson?
It's cool, man. It's a new venture. So it's gonna be on a bigger platform of being on Fox Deportes. So just that's more exciting, getting my name out there. Hopefully to more house. Well, it will be to more houses
Yeah.
and just people tuning in, and it's gonna be more hardcore fans because the people that are watching Fox Deportes aren't gonna be like they're gonna be like more diehard fans. So hopefully they pick up on me and just gonna get my name out there more.
Nice. And yeah, you can win over the hardcore boxing fan and you got it made.
Yeah. because they're hard critics.
Yeah, they are. They're hard to please. Next question for you. You know, you'll be back in the ring on September 9th, in Long Beach, California. What can fans expect to see from you on that night?
Well, from what I can tell, from what my opponent's gonna bring, it's gonna be a fun night, man. It's gonna be I wouldn't say rock 'em sock 'em, but I'm a definitely sock 'em. We ain't gonna rock. It's not gonna be back and forth, but he's gonna come to fight, and I always come to fight, so it's gonna be a nice action packed fight.
Absolutely. And then, are you still making the 160-pound weight limit comfortably? And is this the weight class you plan to win your first title at?
Yeah, I make it comfortably. I don't know. I might go down to 54. I've been working with a nutritionist now. Ever since after my fight with Wayne Boudreaux, which was the one that did go the distance. I had trouble making weight that one, and I decided to invest in myself and get a nutritionist and just get that squared off. But yeah, I make 160 comfortably. The last couple ones have been whatever the opponent can make. This one's gonna be 162. The last one was like 166 or something like that. So they have been catch weights, but maybe after this one, plan to go down to 154, or who knows, maybe stay at 160. Whatever my manager decides, I'm comfortable at both weights, or anyone can get it at 154 to 160.
That'd be good. Hey, you can be two-time division champ.
Hell yeah, that'll be the plan. I could work myself down from 160 to 154, or 154 to 60.
There you go. We got options. That's the good thing.
Yeah, yeah.
And and then Nelson, who's been the hardest puncher you've been in the ring with, either in sparring or in a pro fight?
Um, it had to be one of my stablemates back. Uh, his name's Terrell Williams. He was in a tragic fight against Pritchard Cologne back, I don't know, couple years ago, maybe 5-6 years ago. But he's definitely one of the hardest punchers I've been in the ring with.
Absolutely. And then you got power yourself. 7 or 8 wins have been by KO. Do you get a lot of comments and sparring on your power?
Yeah, yeah. A lot of stablemates say like they're just like really try to be alert, try to outbox me because they don't want to get caught with the left hand.
Nice. And who was your favorite boxer growing up?
Oh man, it's changed, but when growing up, it was Manny Pacquiao. It
Oh,
was
nice.
yeah, just like a lot of other people just, but that wasn't the fight that like was like wow. Like the fight for me that was like wow, boxing's crazy was Marquez versus Vasquez.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
yeah, and I would watch those with my dad, and just man, those were crazy fights. And like now being a fighter, I'm like, damn, those are tough. Like I was like I wouldn't mind putting on a show like that, but man, like those were really really tough fights, and they get it, they give it their all.
Yeah, I agree. And speaking of Manny Pacquiao, I don't know if you saw the news recently that he wants to, I guess, participate in the Olympics.
And I don't think that's fair.
Yeah, no, I think it should keep it mostly to like amateur or just barely starting out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, well, those amateur guys, he might lose, bro, because I mean, getting
the
outpointed
age.
by
Yeah.
a Cuban,
Mhm.
uh, some guy could do it. Those Cubans, bro, they're good.
Right, and then your point, there's a difference between like amateur style and pro style.
Yep, definitely.
Mhm. Yeah. And then bringing it out to present day, who do you consider to be the number one pound for pound fighter today?
Oh, Crawford, definitely.
Terence Crawford. Yeah, I guess he's my number one as well after that performance.
Yeah, after that performance, man, and then even well, Spence did the rematch clause, and I was
Mhm.
talking about it. Funny enough, talking about it to my trainer. I think it's going to be a more competitive fight, definitely. As a fighter, I know what those couple 7 pounds is a lot, man. 7 pounds, he could be a completely different Spence. It could be completely different, but at the same time, I don't know. Crawford's a different animal too.
Yeah, and I think
So
I saw somewhere like where Terence Crawford was just like laser focused and studying Spence, and probably Spence wasn't studying Crawford enough. I think after this one could be the wake up call.
yeah, definitely, and just like you said, man. I mean, he was away from his family. He was laser focused. Like I think about that. Like one day, I want to see like how driven, or I don't know, like that laser focus is crazy, man. Like
Right. Yeah.
you're just locked away, Like you go to the gym, you come back, you have on your mind is boxing. You're not worried about nothing else. Like no bills. They got money. No bills, no nothing. They're just laser focused on that fight. And I gotta give it Crawford, man. He's a dog.
Yeah,
That was a hell of a performance.
no doubt, no doubt. And then next question for you: what would be your dream venue to headline one day?
That's got to be the MGM.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
one.
it's got to be the MGM.
So much history. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
And then, is there any fighter you have in mind that you want to share the ring with one day?
Um, I don't know. That's a tough one because there's so many guys that can move up or be at my weight. See, 160 right now isn't that hot for. There's a lot of contenders. There's a lot of upcoming guys, but I don't know. Maybe Xander Zayas,
Oh
I
yeah,
guess would be a good.
Sanchez.
Yeah,
Mhm.
because he'd probably fill into 160 or he'd probably stay at 154. So maybe, and then he's a pretty big name, so maybe share the ring with him. Um, but other like big guys or people that are already world championship status, I don't know. I don't anyone at 154. See, there's not many. Well, definitely not Fedor, man. That height is crazy.
It's
That
crazy.
that height and reach is crazy. I know he gets tagged a lot, but man, that height and reach is crazy.
Yeah, I agree.
But I don't know. I guess Xander's eyes would be
That's
cool.
that's a good one. For this next segment, I want to go through some rumored or confirmed matchups, and I want to get your opinion on who would win. If they're too close to call, you can say 50-50, or you can also pass.
All right.
All right. Well, before we get started, we got a comment here. I'll read it. It's Ricardo with the hashtag Knuckle Nelson. What up, Ricardo? All right. First one we're gonna ask you about is Canelo Alvarez versus Jermell Charlo. How do you see that one playing out?
Competitive, bro. A very
Mhm.
competitive. Lately, Canelo, ever since he went up to like 175 to 168, he doesn't throw as much as he used to. Like that second fight with against Triple G
Yep.
when he really brought the fight. I don't know. It depends what Canelo we see. Honestly, if we see a Canelo that's going to throw as much as Charlo, because then I see it being more. I don't know. I say 50-50, man. It all depends on Canelo because I know Charlo's gonna bring the dog,
Mhm.
and then man, even if it's a close fight and they do that rematch, Charlo always proves that he's gonna come back even harder. So
Yeah, we saw
I
it
don't
with
know,
Castano
50-50.
fight on the rematch.
Hell yeah.
Mhm.
I say 50-50.
50-50. All right. Next one I want to ask you about is David Benavidez versus Demetrius Andrade.
David Benavidez or
Benavidez.
Demi. 75% David Benavidez,
Benavidez.
25 Demetrius Andrade makes it a super boring fight.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, Demetrius Andrade, he cut his dreads off, so he must be serious.
Oh hell yeah.
Next one I want to ask you about is Jaime Munguia versus Edgar Berlanga.
Jaime Munguia, he's just got way more experience, and funny enough, I've only seen a few fights of Edgar Berlanga, but I didn't see the fight where everyone was like super disappointed in him. But I haven't seen much. To be honest, I haven't seen much of Edgar Berlanga, and then we know Jaime Munguia can get up and keep on going.
Yeah,
So
his last fight was fight of the year candidate.
yeah, against Derevchenko, man,
Mhm.
that was brutal. But
Uh,
yeah, I would edge out to Munguia for sure.
for sure. And last fight, Deontay Wilder versus Andy Ruiz Jr.
Deontay Wilder.
He's gonna
And
end in KO like a lot of his fights.
yeah, Andy Ruiz has got a chin, but Deontay Wilder is like the hardest punching man on the planet.
Yeah, yeah, you don't want to get hit by that.
Did you ever
Uh,
see when they had a mascot get hit by him?
no, I haven't seen that clip.
Oh, dude, it's like the it's sad. I don't know why, but on like national TV, they had a mascot dress up, and he got he got punched by Deontay Wilder without a glove or anything, right in the face, and he broke his jaw and like knocked him out. like right there on live
And
TV.
live TV. Oh
Yeah,
man, no.
and all he did was say sorry and get him tickets to the fight.
That's a the tough reconciliation price for getting knocked
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
Coming back to you, Nelson, what do you like to do outside of boxing? What are some of your interests and hobbies?
Like any other dude, I like playing video games. But right now, main focus is boxing. My daughter, who's one and a half right now. Um, I want to pick up back going to water polo. I used to play water polo in high school. I'm trying to find like a little league out here to play. But yeah, I love doing fitness things, bro. I love running. I love all of that. So boxing is my life, but it's also a hobby as well.
Nice. And
So
speaking of gaming, do you see yourself playing that new boxing game Undisputed when it comes out of consoles?
probably, I
Yeah.
don't know. Playing and boxing is two different things.
Yeah.
It depends. If all my friends have it, probably.
Yeah. It'll probably be like, oh, it's not really realistic to how it is.
I'm not trying to get ranked on undisputed. I'm
That'd
trying
be
to get ranked in
hilarious.
real life.
That'd be hilarious. Next question. What's the best piece of advice you would give someone who's thinking about going pro and making a career out of boxing?
uh, Keep your head down, work hard, but it's a lonely sport. Only very few people in your life will really support and get you because man, I don't hang out with friends. I hardly hang out with family. It's a hard sport and just dedication, just all dedication.
Great advice. And final question we got for you. It's not really a question, it's more so opening up the floor. What's the message you want to send to your fans and supporters watching the interview?
Just I'd like to thank everyone. Definitely a tune in on September 9th at the Thunder Studios in Long Beach. And if you can't go live, then it'll be on Fox Deportes. But just to stay tuned, man. I'm gonna keep racking up these wins, keep fighting, and as the fights get tougher, it's gonna be better and better, and it's just gonna bring out the best in me.
Absolutely. And everybody make sure you follow him on Instagram. You can see it here scrolling past us in the banner. So his Instagram in 1 second. Here it is. It's at Knuckle Nelson. So give that a follow. That way you don't miss any updates in his pro career. Got a comment here from Torsten Soon. Says thanks for coming through, champ.
No problem, man. Thank you.
It's just you got this. See you at the Thunder Studios.
Oh hell yeah! All right, see you
All
later.
right. He's gonna be right there representing for Mo Boxing. And again, Nelson, thank you so much for your time. It was a pleasure to get to interview you and get to know you a little bit better.
Yeah, good meeting you, bro.
Likewise, we'll be rooting for you on September 9th to continue that undefeated and that KO streak.
All right, hell yeah, thank you.
All right, no problem. Have a good night.
You too.
All right,
Bye.
bye.